Yo, check. It's your boy DJ here, and you now tuned into that Chit Chat Live, where all we do is small talk. I got my girl Chelse and Leah B, and they're about to get into that real grown folks talk. So kids, do me a favor. Do your homework, brush your teeth, and go to bed. We ain't finna play with you right now.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Welcome, folks. Welcome.
Welcome. And this week's episode of the Chit Chat Live is sponsored by Joseph Insurance Group, a Black family-owned business that offers health, life, home, and auto insurance with 3 locations: Sunrise, Miramar, and Atlanta. Call 954-367-6005 and mention the word Chit Chat to receive a free quote. If you would like your business, product, or service featured on the Chit Chat Live, email us at thechitchatlive@yahoo.com. Yeah, we make sure you send it in. I know you want to hear your business or product or service featured, so make sure y'all send us an email. Let us know why people should buy your products or purchase your services, and you might hear it on one of the upcoming events. All right. Before we get into anything, I also want to mention any of you who are watching on Facebook, Instagram, make sure you go over to the YouTube so you can get the full effects of the show. You can either click the link in the bio, or you can go to youtube.com and search the Chit Chat Live in the bio.
We are definitely live now, so please subscribe, like, share, tell a friend. What's going on, girl?
I'm gonna let you go first. How's your week been so far?
It's been interesting. I haven't really done much because it's been so cold. It was freezing the other night. You know, I don't do
Florida
that.
people are so dramatic.
I am from New York. Thank you very much, but I no longer love the cold.
Yeah.
I haven't been doing too much, just trying to, get business taken care of. I need a desk. I have to purchase a desk. So that's what I've been, hunting around for. Furniture is mad expensive now.
It is.
Crazy.
Only buy off of like a Facebook Marketplace and offer up.
I wish I had a sponsor.
Yeah, well.
Be great. I need a desk. Someone going to buy me a desk? But otherwise than that, I mean, it's been good. I said I was going to the gym after this tonight, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think after talking shit and drinking alcohol, like the gym is the best place to be.
Try not to drink too much. I'm also looking for someone that makes very healthy, sodium-free meal prep. So if you guys know anybody, please send me the information because I got to do a lifestyle change. I'm getting old.
Well, my sister was doing raw vegan for a while. Now, it's an acquired taste, so I don't know if you're ready to just
But how you go
jump
from
into
0
it.
to 60?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you might need to find an in-between.
I do.
But
I just need sodium-free, lots of veggies. But I feel like that would help me because I have to completely change my diet. I have, thyroid things going on now. So that's just my number one focus right now.
Well, you look cute, girl.
Well, thank you. I try. How about you? What's going on with you?
So I was thinking, what's really going on? Oh, other than being overworked and underpaid,
Yes.
yeah, I don't really know. You know what happened really that I thought was really inspiring this week is the client that you had and that I also had, and she talked about having cancer, and then she survived stage 4 cancer, and she was sitting next to another young lady who they started talking to, and then the lady paid for all of her services. And I'm like, it's one thing to be able to give to your friends and family, but it's another thing to just really be able to give to somebody you don't know. So that's my goal, a goal that I have for the year is to maybe pay it forward to somebody this year. So, and I also said I wanted to be nicer to people. So,
well, what I'm doing now, since we're live, I'm actually on the live chat. So if people want to send us comments or questions or anything like that, I mean, if we have time, we'll squeeze it in. But definitely, we appreciate you sending comments and subscribing to the page.
Yes, we do. Everybody, we appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you share out the live. We got a lot to talk about tonight.
We do.
Okay.
We do.
So we have this new segment, and it's called 38 Hot, and we're gonna talk about what pissed us off this week. So what pissed you off? Yeah, what pissed you off this week?
So I did tell this person that I was going to talk about it, but I'm not going to put them on blast. But they've been in my life all my life.
Okay.
And so I'm talking to her. So she knows all my personals. You know what I'm saying? So we're just talking. Nothing too crazy, but still like things that. And here comes her man, and he's just chiming into my conversation and just telling me things that I've told her. And I'm looking at her like, don't tell your man my personal business.
Right.
Like, that pillow talk is dead. Like, don't do that.
Right.
That makes me angry.
So are you going to continue to talk, like tell her your business?
No.
Really?
No, because I still feel like she's a blabbermouth and she'll just still talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people just can't help it, but I don't feel like friends should tell their man their friend's personal business.
Right. And especially because I think men have, they'll be, if you tell your man or whatever, like, oh, yes, you know, so-and-so was out and she met, you know, Derek,
Yeah.
and then they slept together.
Then he not going to want you to go out with me.
Right.
Right.
So that's why you got to
Stupid.
keep it on the
I
low.
mean, yeah.
Rebecca Ann said, yes, that's so lame. Girls do that.
Thank you. I'm telling you.
No, but I mean, I think you have, and it's crazy that y'all been friends for so long, and like, are you just finding out she's a blabbermouth?
Yes. Well, no.
Okay. So you knew.
No, but I didn't think she was doing that. I mean, she does, like, you know, talk about everybody's business, but like, damn, shorty, like, that's my personals. Like, and I mean, it's so crazy because men be trying to act like they don't be gossiping. Girl, you should have seen him. He was like, girl, tell me about it. I'm looking at him like,
Not.
like, mind the business that pays you, okay?
Right.
So yeah, that's my pet peeve for the week. Like,
Yeah.
I can't.
And I just think, like, if you're in a relationship, like, y'all should be spending most of the time talking about yourself and like what's going on in your day. I don't even know how they squeezed in your business, but it must be juicy, girl.
I mean, you know,
it must be juicy if they talking about it.
I got a little stuff going on, not too much, but still, like, just. Ladies, don't tell your friend's business. Personal. I mean, it's cool to talk about certain things, but personal? Girl, I was so mad.
Right. Forever Summer Body said, Purium, that's something that will help you with your thyroid. I lost 170 pounds on it.
Purium?
Purium.
Purium.
Yeah. Purium.
Can you write that down for me? Thank you. Yeah, because it's definitely, the treatment they give me is definitely making me gain weight. I mean, I'm not gaining anything drastic, but I know people that have doubled, tripled in size, you know?
Right. Real Deal, Real Deal JS said men don't gossip too much. Too much is.
Have you ever been in a barbershop?
Yeah, that's out there.
I used to take my kid to the barbershop, so please don't tell me men don't gossip. Yes, they do. They gossip a lot, actually.
I think I'm gonna have to go in a little bit more later in the episode as to what pissed me off this week. But in general, it's people who are freaking delusional.
Ugh, yeah, that's a killer too. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go into that more. But for now, we got some trending topics for you all.
Well, what are we talking about this week? Let's see. PPP fraud?
Yeah, go ahead and take it.
So there's an actress, what is it, Ion Overman?
I know you're not asking the name killer how to say a name, so I'm going to let Luke answer that.
Is it a guy or a girl?
Ion? It's a girl, the light-skinned lady.
Oh, yeah. She was in Madea Goes to Jail. Well, she was doing PPP, and baby girl went to jail. So she's facing federal charges for filing a fraudulent application for the PPP program. And her and 18 other people are indicted in Georgia after filing for the loan through Mark C. Mason Business Consultant, who was paid a success fee of between 2 and 5% for each successful loan. Yo, he was eating.
Yeah, he was eating. And this is kind of...
They going to prison.
Hopefully they get off on, like, some house arrest.
Nah, man, they giving out years. You see the boy from Pretty Ricky, he got, what, 7
Which
years,
one?
6 years? With
Baby Blue.
Oh, okay.
He got 7 years. I don't think he's going to
he got 3 years.
You know, they say federal prison not that bad.
They said it's a cakewalk, but still, you still locked up.
But here's the thing. It's scary because just like when you go to your, you know, a tax person, a CPA, or to do your taxes.
Especially with us.
Right. And it's like when you got real deal taxes to do, you just like, hey, here's your money. This is your price. I'm paying you. Handle this shit. And then the thing is if they do something wrong, you the one getting in trouble and have to deal
Especially with those write-offs. They be writing off everything. Laundry soap, everything. finger.
Right.
And then we be in
right.
jail.
And then you be like, oh, I only got paid $2,000 instead of $10,000.
But guess what? You going with me because
Right.
I'm telling.
And I feel like we need to, when we get into business with people like on those circumstances, especially when it comes down to money, we need to have them sign a little card that say, listen, if you say the wrong shit that I ain't tell you, you is coming to the prison with me.
Together. Same
Hand in
cell
hand.
action. For real.
Not just them.
Yeah, no.
That's what I say, too.
Like,
If they're doing some illegal shit, that's on them.
But you know, they say you have to watch the people that watch your money,
But
too.
listen, if I knew how to watch it, if I knew how to do it, I wouldn't need your ass.
True. That's very true.
I don't know what all these lines mean on my taxes,
real.
and you putting zeros.
Form 1077P.
Yeah.
I don't know none of that.
If I had time to read it and double check your work and go to school, the same school and you had to go to, I
Yes.
would not need to pay you.
Mhm.
Especially because prices are not cheap.
You know what's crazy? So many people back then was like, yo, I can do it for you. And I was like, I'm good. No, I'm not doing it. Because, nothing is free.
But here's the thing. I done sent my tax accountant an email when he first started. And I said, listen, don't be lying on these people's papers.
That's right.
Because I don't want to
be audited.
Oh, yeah, audited and owing.
Yeah.
Now,
the IRS don't play. I'm scared of them. Them and the feds.
now, I will say on the record, I don't know how to check it. I don't know how to check it.
Yeah.
So all I can do is cross my fingers and hope that he doing or she doing the right thing.
Yeah, and we do good, but damn it, we ain't making that much money for y'all to become messing with us. So get out of here. So.
But they will come after that ass, and it looked like
Yes.
the PPP people are not playing. I wonder what they're going to do with the money. Well, the people not paying it back, so...
Well, I guess if you're not paying, I don't know. Do they give them the option to pay or go to jail, or is it like go to jail?
I don't know, but for the
know?
right price,
Sometimes they do, but it's not
Very often.
Yeah, no, you have to have like lawyers on top of that. So
Yeah.
another, $50 grand worth of money.
Well, Tyler Perry better throw them lawyers
But
up for
listen,
your girl.
For $1 million,
Tyler could afford it.
listen, for $1 million, I might sit tight in federal prison for a year
for
or
a
two.
year or two. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's probably a lot of people saying that. Like, shit, I'll go do this little time and then come home and I'll still have all this bread.
Right, and the only movie they talking about from her is the Medea.
That's the only
Medea
thing
Goes to
I've
Jail,
ever
and
seen
that was
her.
from 2009, baby. You might have needed that PPP, honey.
Yeah,
I'm
she
not
might
even.
have. Give the girl a chance, folks.
Yeah, I think Mark need to go. Mark Mason and his little company members need to go to prison.
Oh no,
and
he's
not
definitely
them.
he gotta be going.
Yeah,
I
he's
hope so.
Yeah, I'm sure he is, but I'm just like, why would he lie? Like,
That's what I'm telling
Well,
you, they
that's
was
what they
doing
do.
it. Grab your phone for a second. Let me. Yeah, I don't know, girl, but prayers to all parties involved.
all right, well, wait, what Charlamagne say? We sending y'all healing energy. Well, Kanye West did an interview with television host Jason Lee this week where he alleged that Kim Kardashian is keeping him away from his children and that there might be a part 2 to the Ray J and Kim sex tape.
Well, that was factual, actually.
Well, let's play the clip. Yeah. Let's play the little
Just got off the phone with my cousins who I had directed to sit down and meet with Kim because earlier this week, Monday, when I went to go pick my kids up from school, the security stopped me at the gate. So at that point, security was in between me and my children. And that's what was not finna happen. But I didn't want to argue about it. So I just chilled, took my kids to school, and then took my kids back. I'm driving them as I bring them back, and North is like, yo, I want you to come upstairs and see something. And it's like, oh, daddy can't come inside. But that hadn't been defined. And I'm hearing that the new boyfriend is actually in the house that I can't even go to. And that's where I call my cousins. And my cousins is.
And wait, we got a part 2. So that's about his kids. This is about the sex tape.
That's going through a separation, and people intentionally do things to be mean and hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And to be playing games, and then culturally it's okay. How you gonna bring me to SNL and kiss the dude you dating right in front of me? And everybody's like, oh, that's cool. After I went and got the laptop from Ray J myself that night, right? And then got on a red eye. I met this man at the airport, then got on a red eye, came back, delivered it to her at 8 a.m. in the morning. And then I gave it to her and she cried when she saw it. You know why she cried when she seen that laptop? Because it represents how much she's been used. it represents how much people didn't love her and they just saw her as a.
So there's a lot to unpack here. First, let's get into Kanye and Kim supposedly or allegedly keeping him away from his kids.
Well, I feel like it's probably something that's been going on maybe. But then again, I just feel like she got a new dude and, she's just acting wild. But then, with Kanye, his behavior is just all over the place. Like, you just don't know. You don't know. I don't know how to feel about this whole situation. I do feel like that was pretty trifling that, you got the new guy up there so he can't come upstairs. Kids are used to a routine. So now it's like, well, why can't daddy come upstairs? So that's kind of, she got to do better as far as keeping a routine for these kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you just started messing with this dude. Why is he around your kids anyway?
Right. And that's all. He's not even complaining about that. Yeah. Cause
he's being nice about that.
He's being really
just
nice.
don't stop him from,
I mean, I think it's really trifling of Kim K, honestly, because I'm like, Kanye has lost his mother. He doesn't have that tight-knit family and his kids, and she was his family. And for her to just snatch that from him has to be a lot. And I'm just like, well, Kanye, everybody was skeptical when you got with Kim in the first place. And honestly, I mean, this is it's your choice. It was your choice to be with her, and now she's.
Well, thank God he came out of it with his mental faculties in order because a lot of them don't.
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of people say, "Oh, Kanye is his character is." I don't think there's anything wrong with his
matter.
character.
He still has children. So if his character is what it was, I don't think he's changed since he's been with her.
Right.
Kanye has always been Kanye.
Exactly.
He's just more in the open now because of all his things that he's doing. But I don't think that he's doing nothing crazy. You had 4 kids with this guy.
Right.
So, but I heard Pete Davidson is packing like a tube steak. So
Really?
yes, girl, they call
Where
him
you heard
Pete
that
with
at?
the
Well,
meat.
everybody knows that.
Everybody.
Even I know that.
I never heard that. How
Yes.
you heard that, Luke?
Comedy.
Yeah, they call him Pete with the meat, honey.
It's a sex tape out?
No. Well, I don't know. But
With the meat.
you know how it is when you get
Ooh.
that,
Well, I will say one thing
Ariana said it a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Ariana, they dated?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
She's had all the big ones. Big Sean, Pete with the meat.
Pete with the meat. I like that. Okay. But I will say at least there's no rumors saying that Kanye cheated on Kim K while they were together. And I think that's huge.
No, I did hear he cheated on her once.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, you heard that.
I don't know. But I be listening to all kinds of stuff. But I did hear that one time.
I see. I never heard that. So I'm going to go with he didn't cheat.
4,000.
Right. And Kim K ain't shit. And he worth 10 mil.
10 billion.
Oh, 10 bill. Yeah, 10 billion.
He checked Jason
Yeah, he
Lee.
checked Jason Lee. Yeah. I'm like,
10
bro,
billion. Yeah.
10 billion?
I don't know. I just feel like kids need, what do you call stability? They need a constant, the same thing happening. They need, structure.
Right.
So you can't, he's bringing them from school. You know what I'm saying? So what if he wanted to spend time with them after school? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
But she don't care.
He brought the house across the street, so hopefully in the future he won't have to deal with that anymore.
I mean, I think for Kanye right now, he got enough money to where he just wants a stable family, however that looks. And Kim K is still chasing the fame and the glory. And
yeah, but actually, from her point of view too, though, she felt like she's been in that marriage by herself for the past year. So I can't fault her for moving.
A year? That ain't no time.
Well, I mean, while they were still together, Kanye was in Colorado or wherever he was. Where was he? Wyoming. So he has a whole house there that he was living for a long time while they were together. So she basically was alone a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I understand her moving on, but I just feel like don't stop him from being around his children. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Kanye should have been with Khloe and not Kim, because Khloe would have known how to treat a $10 billion man.
I don't know. Khloe don't even know how to treat her damn self, so I can't
She
even.
don't. But I think Kim K definitely, she not the person to stick around. And it's like, you
No, she's
married this
definitely
man.
a quitter. She's
You
definitely a
married this
quitter.
man. You have 4 kids with
Yeah.
him, and now you want to treat him like shit. You
Yeah.
knew the Kanye he was every time you opened up your little nasty ass legs and let him have kids with
Yeah,
you.
she's definitely a quitter. She doesn't stick around.
But I
so.
think if he was with Chloe, like, Chloe would have, Chloe stick it out. She don't care what you do
Yeah,
to her.
girl, you could OD and everything, smoke, crack, and everything. She is
Sis
down.
is going to
Sis is a ride or
a
die.
ride or die.
Literally.
So Kanye, you chose the wrong Kardashian. But the other part to this was him mentioning. Well, who
Okay,
did she
so
kiss
Whack
for
100.
Saturday Night
Oh,
Live?
Pete Davidson.
Oh,
Remember I tell you he's on Saturday Night Live?
Oh.
Well, they're dating too.
Yeah.
They were
but
dating then?
No.
Kim and Pete are dating.
No,
now.
I know that part, but I didn't
Right.
know the whole Saturday
this is
Night
when
Live
she
thing.
hosted and they had a skit together and she kissed him.
Wow. After he done went and got. Now, what's this tape about Ray J?
So there is another sex tape that hasn't been released. So Whack 100, he's this guy from LA, like big in the gangs or whatever, but he's like now he's connected.
That's Blueface's dad, right?
Not his dad, his manager.
All right.
And Ray J's manager too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So he said this months ago. He was like, there's another sex tape out. And then Kanye reached out to him and said he wanted it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he finally got it. But yeah, there's a part 2. And he got it and gave it to her.
Wow.
Which I don't, that's why she really needs to like chill, because somebody would have released that.
I don't think
Any other person would have released that.
Yeah, I think anybody who was not worth $10 billion would
Yeah,
have released it. Jacqueline Smith says, Kim is ratchet. I never did like her. All those KD girls are messed up. Yeah, I agree with you, girl. I'm with you when you're right.
I agree.
I'm surprised Ray J didn't release it, because his money be looking funny sometimes.
He's moved. Nah, Ray J is eating right now. You crazy?
Oh yeah, he do have those tech
Ray
businesses.
J is,
but he ain't got
eating.
10 billion.
No, but he's getting there.
Really?
Yes, Ray J is eating right now. He is the IT guy. Like he has all kinds of stuff going on.
It's funny to me how Kim K, started off as, a little sex scene symbol, and how she
was Paris Hilton's
stylist.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, she got famous after the sex tape, and I'm like,
maybe I should do one.
a lot of women, no, I don't think it would be the same for you and I. Like, I don't know. I mean, if I could ever meet Kris Jenner, I have a bunch of questions for her, because I think she's a marketing freaking
She is a
genius.
beast. Too bad she had to pimp out her children to do it, but that's.
I mean, they did it themselves. She ain't tell her to go do a sex tape. Luke, did you see the #1 sex tape?
She didn't tell her not
Did
to.
I see the #1 sex
Yeah.
tape?
Everybody.
Did I see the first sex
Yeah,
tape?
the first sex
Everybody saw that boring
tape. I
shit.
didn't see it.
I mean, I
Yeah,
saw
I
like
heard it was
10
boring,
seconds
though.
of it. It was pretty boring.
Trash.
Well,
Well,
dang.
Bad angles, bad lighting.
Just bad everything. Boring. Just, yeah.
It seemed like they were trying to go for that too.
But here's the thing. I feel like with all her money and influence, she could have stopped that tape from going out.
But not then, not back then.
You don't think so?
She used that tape to get that money and influence.
Right. But like I'm saying, she could have not put it out, right?
No,
You think?
I think
I think
it
Chris
came
put
out.
it out.
Of course she did. But that's what I'm saying. She could have not done it. That's why I say she be pimping out her kids.
Oh yeah,
Because she definitely did not. I'm telling you, she could have stopped it.
for sure.
Yeah.
But you never know what's happening behind the scenes. If somebody's saying, hey, listen, I have this over your head, and you behind the scenes are like, hey, listen, go ahead. I'm gonna actually put it out myself and then change the narrative.
Well, that just means you did
of
something
it.
worse.
I don't think so, because I don't want somebody blackmailing me saying, "Oh, I'm gonna put this out. I'm gonna put this
I'm
out."
always
When
gonna
I'm
get
gonna
in
take
front of it.
control,
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
always
take
gonna get in
control
front of it.
and say, "All right, cool. I'm gonna put it
Yeah.
out and control what people say and do in regards
I'm
to
always
it."
going to get ahead
If
of
it's
that.
you, maybe, but your children.
Oh, yeah. no.
Listen, we gotta all eat. You see what she did for her? What's his name?
I don't think I could put out my child's sex tape. That's a lot.
Listen, either I'm gonna put it out or somebody else is gonna.
Well, I
put
mean,
it
yeah,
out.
because I think the porn company did get a hold of it and it was going to come out regardless. But I feel like with her power, even back then, she was a powerful woman. And I think, was the father still alive then?
No.
No.
That's a factor.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
Because he was a powerful man.
yeah,
For sure.
you know. So and maybe he wasn't alive. I don't remember. I don't think he was alive then.
No, I don't. I'm pretty sure he wasn't. 'Cause he died when they were pretty young.
Yeah.
But anyway, the moral of the story is that Kim K is a quitter.
Stop being a bitch ass baby mama.
Yeah, like she's a horrible ass baby mama.
You a bitch ass baby mama.
She got all her kids, and now she's willing to like kick him to the side.
Get your dick and make sure your kids see their father. Like,
right.
It's very easy. So,
because what's gonna happen is you're not gonna know how to cornrow their hair one day, and you're gonna be looking crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it is time for our Black business break, and I'm gonna let you do this one.
Well, for our Black business break today, we are featuring a local business right here in Hollywood, Florida. It's called Brown Magic Beauty. They specialize in all natural body and lip scrubs. Stop it, Luke. And all the
I was going to try to look up an image for you.
exfoliate and nourish the skin. All the products are handmade with love and are natural and cruelty free. So if you have like sensitive dry skin, acne, dry spots, and more, check out Brown Magic Beauty on Instagram. I still need to place the order with her.
I thought we had a link, but I realized I didn't include it.
It's okay.
Yeah, all right.
Well, I'm sorry, girl, but we got you.
All right. So now it is time for our What He Said segment. We have our guest. Ooh. All right. So today joining us for the What He Said segment is public speaker, mentor, and author Leon Walker, who specializes in relationships and narcissism. And we're going to play a quick...
Hi, Leon.
Hi, Leon.
Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We're going to play one of your clips really quick.
Okay.
I need to take this jacket off. This tequila got me sweating.
You ain't even drink much.
You know, I get a lot of questions about how can he just walk away and leave and start a new family, get married, have children. And I was one of those guys that walked away from relationships, started over. And there's many reasons why, but take it from me, this is my reason why. A lot of times the woman that I was with was too much for me. She had too many, she had morals, she had character and integrity. I didn't have any of that. I didn't have a relationship with God. I didn't believe in God for a long time. So it was easy for me to just pick up and go. And I also relied more on my childhood instincts, my survival instincts. When I felt like you were getting too close to me and I wasn't the guy that you originally met, I would start ghosting and disappear, running away, hiding. I become quiet or become silent. Now, the reason why I would move away, like I said, you were too much for me. You had morals, integrity, character. You wanted more than I wanted out of life. You wanted more than I thought I could possibly provide for you in life. It may not have been that much, but I just didn't think that deep enough inside myself to say, okay, I can be still. I can do this for. I couldn't. It was always flight for me. It was always, I'm out of here. But the reason why I chose another woman or to go start over, because she was the path of least resistance. I didn't want anybody to challenge me. I didn't want anybody to question me. I wanted to come and go as I pleased. And I found women that allowed me to do that. They were easy to please. They were easy to talk to. They wouldn't question me. If I left the house just like leaving, when I got ready to leave, she would question me. She would text, and I would be so angry and mean to her that she wouldn't text or anything or say anything anymore about that. And so I would keep her at a minimum. I would keep her under control. I would keep her not knowing. I would keep her unaware, which was very disrespectful. It was very rude. It was very cruel. But don't think just because a man leaves you and he starts another relationship or has a baby or even gets married, don't think that they're doing it because she's better than you. That's what a lot of y'all think that. That's not necessarily true. And in most cases, we do that. I left because she was less than you. And you were more than I was. So I wanted somebody that was less than me, somebody I can control, somebody I can dominate, somebody I can do what I wanted to do with, somebody I can come and go with, but that wasn't nice. That wasn't fair. It was real sick of me. And that's the way I thought for a very long time. It was easy for me to get women, but it was hard for me to keep women. I didn't have longevity and I didn't have staying power. I told you I was a piece of shit for a long time. And I have to admit those things. I'm on this journey. God put me on this journey. I didn't ever.
All right, Leon. So there's a lot to unpack here. But first I want to know, are you single?
Yes.
And what made you start your social media pages talking about relationships and narcissism?
So what happened was I started years ago with relationships, and it was like I felt like I was still hiding something, and then I knew eventually it would come out when I met somebody and somebody mentioned it. And it happened before I started dating, right? I was talking to a lady and she mentioned it, and we were just having a conversation because she had been dating one, and I told her. And it came out. And so what happened was last year, June, I said, let me just go ahead and post a video about what I really know about me, right? I wouldn't put anybody else out there. And I posted, and I swear I had no idea. I knew how bad off I was as a man, how what I wasn't doing, what I wasn't capable of, what I was doing. But I hadn't heard much about narcissism in years. And so I posted a video, I think it was June or July, and that's the first one that went viral. I think it was Erica Campbell that reposted it, and it just took off. And I was like, man, I didn't know, I knew I'm well versed in it, but I didn't know there was like a trending thing and people were talking about it. And so it took off. And I said, you know what? I can help people. I don't put people down. I don't talk about men or women. I don't call people names. I don't call people out. I don't use nobody's names. I use myself as an example. Because I've done by far the worst things you can do to a woman in a relationship. I've cheated. I've lied. I've done the ghosting, the breadcrumbing, the shunning, the stonewalling. I've done all of that for many years. And I was young starting doing these things. And then coupled that with me being in the military, I was very cocky and arrogant. And then we go overseas, you get what you want, when you want, how you want, for cheap. I can get a woman overseas for $20 and an apple, so it made me really like, just like loose.
It's true.
No, that's real. That's real. And I say things, and I know I trigger women, which I don't mean to do that on purpose. I don't. And I say things, and people are like, damn, that was crazy, that was weird, that was cruel, but this is who I was. So I started talking about it because I know I can help people, because it was a definition, and it was a secret. Nobody ever talked about it. And here I am saying, hey, this is who I am. This is what I did. So be careful.
How did you come to this realization? This video hit home for me because I was in a relationship, and like a month later, he was in a full-blown another relationship publicly, So how did you come to the point of realization? Like, how did you open your eyes that you were a narcissist? Like, how did you see it? Well,
my diagnosis and what happened was I found out about it in 1987. I was very young, and I didn't know anything about it, right? It's a whole bunch to this story, but I'm going to move forward. I tell people don't want to go through therapy because they like, I don't have to, I don't need to, ain't nothing wrong with me.
Sure.
I was the same way. I started therapy in August of 2014. First person they sent me to see was a psychotherapist. I didn't even know what a psychotherapist was. I had no idea. And then I walked out of her office. I'm sitting there for like 18 minutes, and I left. So she called my job. They sent me back. I'm like, I ain't going back. I knew I had issues. And then I went again in December of 14, and I sat in her office for 50 minutes. And I started hearing all this stuff. I'm like, I wasn't even prepared to go, right? So when you go into something that you got problems with, you're not prepared to go to deal with it. You don't want to go, but they force you. It's going to feel eerie. It's going to feel dirty. It's going to feel nasty. It's going to feel disrespectful. And, psychiatrists sit there, they're real calm. I wasn't a calm dude, and I didn't want to be there.
You were defensive.
I tell people, if you have to, your therapy has to be connected to something that you need, want, love deeply. If not, it's not going to work. If not, you're not going to go. So I started my retirement physical in December of 14. Went back to work to check in, and they said, hey, you forgot to go see the psychiatrist. They showed me my check-in sheet. I was like, I ain't going back. Well, they said, well, we can't process your retirement, Mr. Walker, unless you go see the psychiatrist. And I was trying to sneak out of the Navy. At that time, I had 31 and a half years, and I was trying to creep out. But thank God I didn't do that, because had I left the Navy, had they not held me accountable, I would still be doing the things that I was doing at 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. At age 56, I would still be doing this to women. I would still be doing it. But as soon as I sat down for the next 8-9 months, talking to the little 4', 11-ish white lady that was digging in my soul, it really helped me. Yeah, it helped me out, because my therapy was contingent upon my retirement and vice versa. So I had to go. But that was the opening for me. She made me reflect on a lot of things. And so that's when it started.
How can a woman now, because I think we've all, like back then, maybe women didn't know about narcissism, but now I think women are aware of it, and we all have probably dated one. So what's your advice for being able to identify one quickly?
Well, what you have to do is, first of all, I tell women, don't go on a date when you're horny, because when you go on a date when you're horny, first of all, when you're vulnerable, you're lonely, you're thinking. Then you're drinking wine, and wine goes straight through your body, and you know where it goes, and you start feeling. And then if he's got a good conversation, if he's smelling good, if he's well-grown, if he looks good, if he picks you up, if he has chivalry, you're done. That night is going down. Pretty much it's going to go down. But I say,
how do you know?
watch out for
It's like food shopping when you're high.
Okay. Got you. Okay. Because I was just about to say, like, how? Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
So the thing is, you have to, and I tell women and men too, because men get hurt and damaged and abused, you have to be time released. When you're in a conversation, when you're dating, you have to be patient. You can't let your emotions come out, consume you. You can't. You have to listen to the person, their conversation, body language, watch that, because they have a pattern. They have a pattern of not doing something, or they have a pattern of doing something that's detrimental to the relationship, that's detrimental to your mindset. So watch people, be patient, be prepared, expect the worst. And the first week, second week, third week, fourth week, they're going to be on top of their game, maybe even up into the second month. And then they'll start to tailor off. But you got to ask open-ended questions. You got to make them communicate. Because if you start asking questions, they can't communicate. They twisting and turning and moving in their seat. Those questions are popping out their ears, popping out their nose. So just be careful, ask questions. Remember what they tell you, watch their patterns. Look at their, the text messages. If you were the guy, say a guy's going to approach you like me, where I ain't shit, right? And all I'm looking for is sex, right? That's what my conversation is going to be about. And then after I figure out 3-4 days, you're not down for that one night stand or the third night stand, my text messages are going to start to slow down. It's not going to be, hey baby, good morning. Hi, beautiful. How you doing? Can I get you lunch? All of those nice things in the beginning, it's called love bombing, but it's wrong. They use that term, but it's called bullshit bombing, to be honest. But you got to pay attention to the patterns. You got to pay attention to the eye contact, if they give it or not, both. You got to pay attention to showing up on time, making plans for the weekend, not having excuses, things like that. You just got to listen. And then chivalry. I didn't have chivalry. I didn't care about chivalry. I'm like, look, we're going to set up this nice little weekend. We're going to kick it. And I'm the first one out the car to head to the restaurant. I was clueless about a lot of things, very mature. Go ahead.
So how is dating for you now? Because, things have changed a lot as far as dating.
Yeah.
How is it for you now?
Right. So my thing is, I was dating a woman, and I made some mistakes in a relationship, but I didn't think they were crucial. This was last year. And she ended it because I think that my video scared her, but we were talking about this stuff, and I was really digging her. There was no cheating. There was no disrespect. I said two things to her. I said one thing to her, and it was I was joking, but it hurt her feelings, and I wasn't aware because I said, hey, she said I had said something, and I said, are you hearing voices or something? I'm confused, but I shouldn't have said that. I was wrong, and so that hurt her, and I didn't know that she had probably heard that before. So I have to be careful with what I say, and I'm very careful with what I say now. I'm very slow to react, to respond. I'm much more of a listener. I'm much more fair now. I don't mislead women because my thing is, all of my relationships were based on physical aspects, and so I'm more attracted to a woman's personality now, and I didn't see that for a long time because being in the military, and I use that as an excuse. I'm a whoremonger, whatever. We go overseas. Everything is easy for me overseas. I come back to the States, I got to take you out and all this stuff, which I like doing. But I'm like, look, I don't feel like I got to go through all of that. I'm a good dude. I got a good job. I'm healthy. I'm decent looking. Let's just lay it out right now, but I'm more patient now. I have more respect for myself, and then it feels good.
All right, Leon, we appreciate you sharing that insight. I feel like we're going to have you back if you would like to come back so we can dive deeper because you done triggered me in a lot of your videos, and I feel like you got the answers. We need to have you back because I feel like a lot of the narcissistic men get all the women because they normally cute.
They know how to talk.
They know how to do it. They suave with it, and they get all the pussy and ain't leaving no pussy for nobody else.
Where are you located?
I'm in Illinois, about an hour and 15 minutes north of Chicago. So you guys just hit me up, call me, text me, email me, and I'll give y'all whatever I want. We can do a longer show next time.
Yes,
I got
definitely.
Thank you so much. We'll definitely have you back. Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
So speaking of triggers, Brittany Renner went head-to-head with the host of the Fresh and Fit podcast, who kicked rapper Asian Doll off their set recently and said that they wouldn't date black women?
Well, screw them.
Thanks, Adorn with y'all. She said I look cute, girl. I think my hair be looking crazy.
No, your hair looks amazing.
Here. Cute girl.
It's natural, girl.
Yeah, but I want to. As much hard work I put into this shit need to lay straight.
It's not.
Like an Asian doll.
It's not.
We got the clip.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, TyKwonDoe. We're about to play a quick clip right now. We have it? Okay. We're about to play a quick clip.
Warn guys about girls like me, so tell me about girls like me.
Just humor women me in general. Like, I mean,
well, no, don't women in general, because you literally specifically said before we got on here
this was an off-camera conversation.
that you did say that
That's true.
You warn guys about girls like me. So now that we're face to face, what kind of girl am I?
You're not special. You're like other girls. That's the key.
I'm not special.
Like, you're like other women that are.
So
like,
what makes you special then?
All right, we're not gonna.
I never said I was.
Play the second one yet, Luke. We're gonna save it. Okay. So, TyKwonDoe, I was
Ty. Damn, name killer.
Wait, I said it wrong.
Twy.
That's why.
Why?
Beat up a little bit.
TyKwonDoe.
She's known as the name killer.
Yeah, I'm known as the name. I'm known as the name killer. So I was watching your clip today on YouTube, and you were sticking up.
I'm using my camera is messing up.
That's all right. We got you.
We can hear you though.
We can hear you though. You're good.
Let me try to fix my camera. It get worse every time I try to fix it.
It's okay. Just leave it. As long as we can hear you, that's good.
So I was watching your reaction to this clip, and you were sticking up for Brittany Renner. And I want you to say why you felt that the men from the Fresh and Fit podcast were wrong and why you felt Brittany was right.
What do you gain from telling girls that they're not special? How does it make you feel? Marry? I mean, I know everything is a joke, but I'm asking you a real.
Good now?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
All right, good. Well, you see, I have a lot of respect for Fresh and Fit for the platform that they have and the platform that they've built. And same thing for Brittany Renner, as I've listened to her in other circumstances outside of what you hear and what you see in certain popular clips. So I had a respect for both sides going into this engagement. And like I said, in that particular video I made, my opinion was limited to what I had seen from that particular conversation. And when I looked at it, I don't like to look at conflict or discourse as a right and wrong, a left and right, or upside down, a black or white, because things tend to be more they're never that simple. You know what I'm saying? Unless we're talking about statistics or numbers or math even. But the way I try to look at it is who understands who more, who understands where who is coming from. And from what I've seen, she really wanted them to press her. She really wanted them to bring everything they said to the forefront so they could actually debate and have a conversation about what is said. So I didn't get to see that part. People did say during the full podcast, the conversation was much more wholesome to that standard. And they even collaborated toward the end. But in that clip, she really did a good job, in my opinion, at pressing them and bringing the matters to the table, which I haven't seen the show that often, but a lot of times girls, I don't think they bring that kind of heart or they don't have the courage.
So I will say, well, you know what? Let's play the second part. Let's play another clip.
Question. So how does it make you feel? Because if I say you're...
Don't cut that part out. Bitch ass. I don't know. I feel like she's all over the place. So I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I have two views on this.
So we did watch the full interview, and unfortunately, it's not available right now. I don't know. It's been taken down off of YouTube. Wow. So I had to search long and hard to find the extended clip that we do have today. But I'm on opposing ends of you. So, Luke, we got the clip. So we're gonna play it a little bit.
I'm in the
lived with and wanted to marry me and still would want to have more kids with me if I wanted to stay with him. I finessed him, and I guess I'm a gold digger. And so all girls
right,
like
let's
that.
bring this back full circle because you're speaking with a lot of emotion right now, and to be honest, you're not really making a point. I said at the top, men and women, it's a delicate dance between the two genders to get what they want. Correct? I said men want sex, women want resources, attention, money, time, whatever it is from a man. It changes per girl. Some girls want money, some girls want attention, some girls want time, or some girls want a hot guy, whatever it is. But there's a multivariate requirement from women of what they want. And men typically it's just sex. So in that regards of intersexual dynamics between men and women, I'm saying you're not special because you're like every other girl. You want to get resource, time, attention, or whatever it may be, commitment from a man, and a man wants to get sex from you. So when it comes to that, we're talking about biology of what men want from women. You are not special. You are just like every other girl, just like I'm every other guy. The difference is this. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm special. I'm Myron Gaines. I can do this and that. We said all the time, city boys up, like we don't sit here and try to make ourselves look special. We're regular guys. We want sex. It is what it is. But women run around and say, I'm special. I'm different. It's like, nah, bro. Y'all don't live in reality a lot of times. You guys say, I deserve that. I deserve this. I'm special. Someone looks at me as special. Like, bro, at the end of the day, you're a woman. I'm a guy. You are playing the game to get what you want out of the relationship. I'm playing the game to get what I want out of the relationship or temporary relationship, whatever it is.
Lived with.
So, what's your feedback on that clip?
It's a very surface level way to see the relationship between a man and a woman. It can be much more deeper than that, and it is much more deeper than that. I wouldn't say there's no truth into what he's saying because let's say you're living somewhere like LA or Miami and you know,
where do you live?
Fast life. I live in Philly.
Okay.
I'm from Philly.
I don't know much about
so
the dating
let's say you live
there.
You be out there with them Johns. You out
guys
there with them
you
Johns.
We in
Philly Johns.
We live in South Florida.
Yeah.
We live in South Florida. So the dating scene is very superficial.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't totally knock Fresh and Fit and that's why they're very popular because they represent a vast majority of men's experiences. The problem where it comes in is that those experiences flourish in those, bitter emotions or that point of view of superficially seeing it in that light. With that being said, like I said, there's more to what a man and a woman can offer for each other rather than those surface level things. But if you're in a city where it's like fast life, the guy with the flyest car gets the most girls, the guy with the most money, the biggest chains, the biggest attention, the cloud following, of course that's accurate in that setting. So, but it's my belief that if you even want a woman who wants that, the problem is you, not her.
Well, in Philly, it's not like that because I done lived in small towns and big towns, and it's still all the same across the board. Majority.
Because you know why?
Tallahassee.
You know why? When people
ain't nothing there.
People think
that's small.
That's the capital.
But listen. Here's my take.
Yeah, but ain't nothing there. It's a population.
You've never seen a small town if you think that's.
Let me tell you. Let me give you my opinion. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. But first of all, I feel like the women that they hang around, have on that show, are a bunch of birds. So they're taking their dating experiences and feeding it out. So I don't really like them. But not Fresh. I like Fresh. It's that Myron guy. He just reminds me of like a boy that we used to just beat up in school back in the days. Mm-hmm. So now he's like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm from New York, so you know how it is. But like, I don't know. He does have his valid points. Like when he was telling her how if you're dating a high quality man, he's gonna cheat. I pretty much agree with that. If you're dating an NBA player, he's gonna fuck bitches. You know what I'm saying? But they were also saying, well, since you're the wife and you're in the house, then you should just suck it up and accept it. No, the fuck. Why should we have to do that? But I feel like she's all over the place too because she was agreeing with them on the show. And then the other day on Instagram, she was like, I'm not sitting around with no dude that's cheating on me. So it's like, where are you in all of this? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She's all over the place.
Right.
Yeah.
But the last thing I was going to finish it with is when you deal with people who are in a superficial mindset, like let's say in this context, they're talking about women who, want high value men who flashy stuff, right? I think at the end of the day, anybody can be an opportunist. So my take even on it, and what I want to expand on it is that it's not just a women thing. There are men who use men. There are men who rides men's fame, men's money, and just sit down at the bottom of the plate waiting for crumbs to fall off. So the animosity and direction towards women, I don't always support that because you need to be holistic and aware in all sides of the spectrum.
And
at the end of the day,
go ahead.
You need to have the kind of energy where you don't even attract that, or let alone let those kind of people breathe around you, because they know better. They know they can't even feed off of you.
Yeah, I mean,
elevate too high.
I think if you're a man and when you start talking to a woman, you talk about all the money you have and all the things that you can do for her.
They buy what you sell.
She is going to try and spend all the money that you have.
That's what you're leading with.
That's what you're leading with. But in this episode, like in that interview, I'm like, the narrative right now is, Brittany Renner shut the guys from the Fresh and Fit podcast down. And no, that was the only clip that they can pull where Brittany Renner said something, I guess, of substance throughout the entire interview. And it was almost like a 2-hour interview. And they had her quiet the entire time. They asked her, Brittany Renner tried to say, I want a man who's loyal. I want a man that I can feel a connection with. Then they're saying, okay, well, will you date a man like who makes $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, and she couldn't answer the question.
Sorry, not to cut you off, but another thing they were telling her is like all the stuff she's done in her past has kind of scarred her from being available to guys that would wife her. Right. Because everybody thinks, oh God, as soon as I'm with her, she's gonna put all my business on social media, or she's gonna be naked on Instagram, and she agreed with that. Right. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't really say anything. So I just feel like everybody tried to make it seem like she shut them down, but she didn't.
She didn't, and she proved them right.
She did not.
And if anything, no, the cast of Fresh and Fit, they don't have the most educated women on there, and neither was it for her to be on there. I mean, I feel like she just flew with their ass, and she was another bird to have on there.
I just don't like the narrative that they put out about women as far as men have to come into a situation with women on defense all the time. You know what I'm saying? They're making it seem like when you meet a girl, you got to be on defense because of this, or she's going to try to play with your mind, or you know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. That's what I don't like about them.
I mean, y'all say I haven't lived in a small town, but I will say from the customers that I've had in South Florida to North Florida, from the women that I interact with, they want a man with money. They want this flashy shit. And they are the majority of the women that they're talking about on Fresh and Fit. Now, maybe I might need to go to Philly.
You got to remember, too, there is a vast majority that would just like a man to have at least what I have, and can at least help me if I'm messed up, or if I'm down,
but listen,
he can hold
he got to be 6 feet. He got to have a six-pack. He got to have this. He got to have that.
I'm not going to fight you on that 6 feet thing.
When you come from a place of inner confidence, of deep sense of self, that shit flies over your head like American Airlines. Like, a woman could look me dead in my face and say, you ain't tall enough, you ain't old enough, you ain't, read me my rights. And I would sit there and still be fine, because she didn't make me, so she can't break me. So that's why I like to teach to my community, is that the standards of someone else don't define who you are, and you shouldn't try to meet those standards. You should go where your energy is welcome, not tolerated. So at the end of the day, I don't even feed into the whole, women just, their standards are so high and blah, blah, blah. Well,
let me tell you, there's a lot of
survival level.
There's a lot of broke men out here finessing ass, okay, and ain't got nothing. What they call them, homeless sexuals?
Because they got big dicks.
They got the homeless. Not even that. It's just they have game. Like they know what it takes to get in a woman's head, and when they get there, they live there rent free, literally. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And listen, and that's why with my videos, I don't even talk about dudes being tall, dudes having money, or dudes having clout. Because I feel like if you can't get a woman without those, or if you only started getting women once you got those things, your game ain't even really respectable to me.
Well, what game? If you ain't got no money,
this ain't Bash Myron time. We ain't going to diss somebody.
No, listen. If you ain't got no money,
I give him his respect.
You ain't got, you ain't got none of that. Now, what you saying to get the women? If you ain't got none of that, what? Tell me the game.
I know a lot of homeless sexuals.
Listen,
I mean, I feel like they got the big dicks. Now I done seen Pookie with a big.
It's not about the dick. It's they have.
It's not about the dick.
Yeah, no, it's not.
She could be obsessed with you. Listen, I have a girl obsessed with me before I even touch her. Before I even bring up sexual relations in any way.
So what
possible.
you saying? What you
saying to him?
She'll
fall in love with my mind.
It happens.
She'll be attracted to my energy. I radiate love. I vibrate ambition.
I've seen 2 girls in the club fighting over the brokest nigga in the club. I mean, going hard.
Now I'm gonna say that then I'm gonna believe he got the biggest dick in the club.
No, it ain't even about that. It's just he knows how to get in. When you get into a woman's mind, that's it.
I say you open her mind, she'll open her legs.
Oh.
There you go.
Not in a manipulative way.
No,
but that's just how it works.
So now women need to be aware of you. We need
no. I don't listen, because guess what? I don't do it in that purpose of I'm gonna open her mind, then she gonna let me fuck.
Right.
The sex is not even my intention. Where I just want to enjoy her experience, and then I might say I'm attracted to her and I want to take it further than that. I just tend to notice once you open her mind, make her comfortable, and she sees who you are and how you think.
That's true.
It's almost like they give their body to you as a gift.
I almost got swindled out my drawers a few times.
Now listen. You might need to come teach a class.
How old are you?
South Florida.
How old are you?
I might teach you a little something. How old would you think I am?
You young now.
Look, his cheekbones.
You about
good.
My son age. You about 28, 29, 26, 25.
We'll work with that. I'll take that.
You're not gonna tell me?
35.
I'll take that.
Okay. Look, he 45.
I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it.
45. I like that answer.
What I want to say is bitches are fucking delusional nowadays. Like,
heavy.
They're delusional.
Heavy.
They're not working out. They don't know how to feed a man physically, mentally, whatever on what they're looking for, but they want this man.
Yes.
They overweight, but they want a man with a 6-pack.
Yes.
They making $20,000 a year, but they want a man with $100,000 a year. Now listen, if you a bitch and you making $20,000 a year and you want a man in the 1%, you better be able to tell him how to manage his money.
Yeah, because
and you better know how to manage yours.
Sucking dick and fucking don't last very long.
Listen,
because at that point, it's in a man's independent. You know what's crazy about like those kind of like, as we always, I don't even use those kind of terms, but I'm gonna just say it right now. High value men, very successful men, hyperachievers, is that they tend to be very independent and self-sustaining.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the things women think they can offer and bring to the table, I already do for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So with that, now I would ask y'all, like, what do you, outside of a man's independence, what do you think you could offer? Because it could even work the same way for a woman. You pay your own bills. You do everything on your own.
And I don't think.
How do you look at a man at that point? What value do you think he can bring?
I don't think all men with money are high value men either. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? I think a lot of men with money are trash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's simps with money.
Yeah.
But some women, their ego is just as high as an ego of a man's. And they're like, okay, well, I'm not going to date a guy who doesn't make less than, or I'm not going to date a guy who doesn't look like, because they don't want to lower their standards. Girl, and it's like, you don't even reach the standard.
Girl, I've heard chicks on Section 8 say that. So, like, delusion is heavy these days.
Yeah, so I'm pissed off.
Heavy.
I'm really pissed off, because then you can't say, even if it's somebody close to you, you can't say, no, bitch, you're fucking delusional. No. You can't say that.
I will say that because I'm a real friend. I'll be like, bitch, you make 40 grand, stick 46, stick with 50. There is a lady that posted a video. 24 seconds.
No, I was just agreeing. I'm just in church right now.
Oh my God, it's such a good conversation. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day we'll figure out the love language.
So what I want you bitches to stop doing for 2022 is stop being delusional.
Stop overreaching.
And men too. Stop being delusional.
Girl, if you on Section 8, he don't want you. He don't.
If you don't know how to manage your 4 pennies, how you gonna manage his 4 billion?
And stop watching movies. Pretty Woman ain't real.
Y'all clean and strong.
Clean and strong.
Clean and strong. Yeah, I agree. And if y'all out here talking about y'all looking for loyalty and y'all looking for love, that may not come wrapped up in $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year.
And stop fronting on the trash man, because he got full benefits and he makes bread. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
People who talking about they want a man who make money, they don't even know what jobs come with making money.
Sanitation men in New York be eating. Okay?
Listen, I'm gonna have to do a whole class on all this
we should
shit,
do an episode.
man.
Class.
Of
Right, we should
delusion.
drop a joint course.
Cause y'all don't even know.
Delusion
bro.
101.
Delusional.
TyKwon back for that. Honestly.
Yeah, we gotta get you
Common
back
sense.
for
Common
sure.
sense
Listen,
For sure.
thank you so much for coming on tonight. We greatly appreciate you. I know it was in a
amazing.
clutch because I sent you the message early this
I
morning.
know you DM me like out of the blue.
But thank you for coming
before
through.
Before I leave though, what's both of y'all names? Y'all didn't introduce yourselves.
I'm
Y'all
sorry,
shout
I'm Leah.
yourselves out. Y'all gotta.
So
Leah.
crowd
this
right
is
now.
it's Leah B.
Leah B.
On her
Mhm.
Instagram,
Leah B.
and mine is Chelsea Collins, and our show is the Chit Chat Live.
Please share our show out for
And
us.
then do y'all go live on YouTube, Spotify?
We are streaming on all major podcast streaming sites, and we go live on YouTube every Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. But you
There
can
you go,
always
Chelsea.
catch the replay whenever you get the chance to watch it.
Yeah. And we're gonna start
That's how
doing
you do
some
it,
reels
Chelsea.
and stuff too. We gotta get
That's
on
how you do it.
that.
So make sure you
So-
follow us if anybody's watching at the Chit Chat Live.
Thank you so
There you go,
much.
Chelsea. That's how you do it.
Thank
One
you.
more thing though, hold on. Chelsea, so what was your impression when you seen the video and you said, I supported Brittany Renner back to her side? Like, I need the review of the video.
I was like, listen, he ain't watched the full interview.
Yeah.
I already know.
didn't.
And I was hoping that you watched it before you came on so that you can give your full insight because they shut her down.
Yeah, and they use that clip to pull people in.
Yeah, and they
they
need
did.
That
women
was
to
clickbait.
watch it.
That
Yeah,
was
it was
definitely
clickbait. And it was definitely clickbait. And I think that a lot of YouTubers, entertainers, people who are in front of a large audience need to make sure that they watch the full interviews of
before you
things
speak on
before they
anything.
speak on it.
Yeah.
Completely agree. And
Because-
that's why with the clip, the tangent I took off spoke more into emotional intelligence and like the communication aspect of it. I didn't go too much into the context of he said this and she said that. That's just how I marketed the video to speak on something greater than that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you finished it completely through or the
Yeah,
second half.
I watched your whole video.
So,
I didn't get
so,
to watch it, but I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. Check you out.
But
all right, let me
thank
know.
you again so much for coming on. We hope to have you on again soon. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, listen, I'm tapping out. TyKwonDoe out.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys. Anybody who's still watching, we appreciate you. Shout out to our sponsors, Joseph Realty Group and
Brown Cafe. I don't know. Brown Magic. I'm sorry. Brown Magic.
And if you want to support us, make sure we do have a Cash App. It's the Chit Chat Live, Cash App, $, the Chit Chat Live. You can send us $1, $2, $5, $100, $500, $5 million, whatever you like. Okay.
I need a desk. And shout out to our producer Luke.
Yeah, shout
Always
out
in
to
the
Luke.
clutch.
It was a great show, and we'll see you back here next week at 7:30.
Bye. Good show, guys.
Yeah, I really like this show. But I feel like we didn't get a lot of viewers this week.
Nah,
How many
YouTube.
people was on YouTube? Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay, good. So that means they're leaving the Instagram and going to YouTube. 'Cause I'm like,
Oh my God.
thank
No, this
you.
one was really
Yeah,
nice,
this one
right?
was great.
I enjoyed it.